Hey everybody, I just did a bad thing, so I'm going to reload the game. Maybe I shouldn't store my speed spores inside the same button I tried to use for starting the recording. Oh goodness. So, I still have these super special papers. And I still have allergies. Had to check and make sure that was a thing. Huh. Shaped thingamabobs. Let's go say hi to the quartermaster, why don't we? I want to sell you stuff. Like this extra shaped breastplate and these things. And this thing. That's nice, but selling it. Also selling that. Don't need that. Don't want that. This is probably very special, but it is also worth nothing. Do that. Those. And all of these. What are those? Huh. Ooh. A guardian cloak. What kind of cloak am I? I'm wearing just a Fiora skin cloak. Hey, hey, where are you going? Oh, I actually got deals. Wait a minute. Did I not have enough to buy the cloak? I only have 2. I can persuade her to give away the fetish, which is battle magic and fire shaping, I guess. was hoping there would be more supply tokens in there. I don't really need money. I would rather save my living tools for something important. I already did all the talking to you. I remember that. Well, here's a path I haven't been down. Maybe there's another quest I can get in here. Two Servals digging a tunnel back here. They are short, squat, and powerfully muscular. Also intricate and dim. All the qualities of typical menial labor stock. Kept strong and obedient by the Shapers. You don't even bother to try to talk to them. Someone attempting conversation would probably only upset them. Okie dokie then. Hey. This is one of the refugees from the ruined town of Grosch. Wet, hungry, and dirty, like most of the people in this crude camp. Though he is active, he wanders around with a basket delivering food, medicine, and good cheer. Sees you, he grins. You made it! We heard that a new Shaper arrived. We hoped that you would come to our humble corner. Odd that he called you a Shaper. Well, I can shape, and he can't, therefore, Shaper. I don't think he can really recognize the intricacies that set me apart from other Shapers. I am Vexy. I assist Mizera in looking after the refugees while we find a way to escape. Refugees still stunned by the loss of their home. Refugees still stunned by the loss of their homes. The hordes of world creations need the help. Where do you want to go? Wants to take us north, but I think that is the best of a bad set of options. At least for now. Burwood province is seeing a lot less fighting, but she needs help to bring it about. You should talk to her about it. What do you do for the refugees? Everything I can. I collect supplies from the Shapers and distribute them. I try to provide good cheer. I assist Mizera. We aren't a town of elders or anything, but the folks respect us, and that's all we can need. I guess you're Mizera. Yes, you are. As you walk through the refugee camp, the homeless men and women peer out from their huts that were hastily erected, crude, drafty structures, and yet they were fortunate that the Shapers made room for them at all. There is only one of the refugees that seems to have any sort of authority. As she sits behind the fire sipping tea, the miserable residents of the camp come to ask her for advice, settlement of disputes, and simple reassurance. When you approach her, she stands and bows deeply, a sign of great respect. Then she sits again. Welcome! I had heard that we had a new visitor, and I am glad you were able to find time to visit our miserable little corner. I am Mizera. Like most of us, I fled my home, poor unfortunate Grosch. Now I'm trying to find a way to get my people to safety. I've gotten rid of Shaper Monarch. I'm glad and grateful, though I wonder why it took so long to resolve this problem. Yet our situation has not changed greatly. The rogues placed by Monarch will take months to hunt, if not years. It appears that he gave some of them the ability to breed. Until our home is safe, we still need to find a better place to be. Where do you want to go? I want to take the people here into Burwood province. It is the only choice. The barrier zone keeps us out of Alia province, and the monsters of the swamps will devour us if we try to settle in the Finns. So that leaves north. Hopefully the rebels will leave us alone. But we can't leave yet. That is why I was hoping you could try to help us. What do you want? General Crowley does not want us to leave. He doesn't think that we can escape the Finns alive. And he thinks that I may be harboring spies among my people. Convince Crowley to let us go. We know the swamps well. I think that we could go north safely. We would go to the rebel camp to collect all the other refugees we can find, and then go to Burwood province until it is safe. It's a good plan, we feel. We need the general's approval before we can start to leave. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Ooh, she she is sitting next to a very fancy pot. Both using real swords to practice. My goodness. That's actually a little hardcore. Hey. I've been speaking with Mazera, the leader of the refugees. Seems to know what's coming. And they want permission to leave the fort and go north. Mazera has said again and again that this would be allowing them to kill themselves, and allowing any spies among them to take their knowledge to the rebels. It can't be allowed. It seems like a lost opportunity. Tone intrigues the general. What do you mean? All the resources they take, the food, the space, it could be freed up if they left. You are as convincing as you can be, but the general is still dubious. You think I haven't thought of that? I'm not so worried about their spying. They couldn't see anything the rebel creations flying overhead I haven't already seen. I would have you know that there is a safe place for them to go. I would have to know that there is a safe place for them to go. It is a moral issue. Whatever you rebels may think of us, I will not send those people out in the defense to be butchered. And was there this? She can come up with assurances that they will safely reach the rebel camp. I will let them go. Riley smirks. Then they can be a burden to the rebels. Okie dokie. Maybe I'll get some supply tokens. That guardian cloak is pretty tempting. We should go, but first he needs an assurance that you can reach the rebel camp safely. This response is extremely frustrating her. There are no perfect guarantees in this world. No promises of safety. I suppose, in some small way, he is showing consideration to us. I will return the favor. I have heard the refugees in the rebel camp are led by a man named Mose. Go there and speak with him. Perhaps he knows something about the route between here and there, and can provide a guarantee that the journey is safe. Okay, let's go talk to Mose then. I've got nothing better to do. Gives me more time to think about who to give these papers to. So I've pretty much done jack squat to get the rebels on my side. But really, I've cleared all these paths. I don't know what the deal is. The rebel camp is pretty pathetic compared to the Shaper camp. They don't even have roofs. You're Mose. You find that one of the refugees seems more willing to talk than the others. He looks like he was a very large man before the Finns were invaded. Long weeks of flight and constant terror and the lack of food have come close to wrecking him. Yet he's able to summon up an air of authority, rare among the exhausted townfolk shivering around him. You are the life crafter, yes, he says, with struggling to his feet. I'm Mose. I was assistant to the mayor in Grosh. The mayor is gone, so I'm as close to someone in charge in our camp as you'll probably get. He slumps back to his seat and looks up at you silently. Message from Mazera in the Shaper camp. Looks surprised. Really? That's quite a pleasant surprise. Never been fond of Mazera. She's a bit of a meddler, but I'm glad she's alive. She can bring her refugees north to here, if she can find a safe route to do it. Well, she's in luck then. I've been talking to all the scouts I can find about ways we might move around safely. There is a way they can get here. If they stick to the east, drylanders like you wouldn't be able to travel the route without ending up drowned, but swamp folk would be fine. It's a long series of directions to you. Lots of extra notes like, now get real close to the quicksand, but not too close, and there's plenty of gators there. But you don't know what to do. Gators. Stab it? Or stick crystal on it? I mean, she's spitting electricity. It's kind of unfair to the gator. Memorize what he says, take all that back to Mazera, and get her up here. Commander Ellsworth will be angry, but I don't think we'll be staying for long. Are you ready to leave now? Not yet. Won't be able to get anyone to move until they're reunited with the others. Okay. Don't get too close to the quicksand now. You want to get close to it, but not too close. And, plenty of gators, so, be careful. There's, something I can do in the servile camp as well. Mose has some advice for you to successfully reach the rebel camp. Zara wastes no time. She sends her honor to the general with news. She orders all the other refugees to pack up their meager possessions. Soon the runner returns with the news the general will allow them to go. She does not delay a moment. Baffled old Crowley, he would change his mind in a minute. We will not give him the chance. We are leaving, friend. Now I thank you for your assistance. Hopefully one day I can repay you for your help. She gives one final bow, turns and starts to bark orders to the refugees. She is a force of nature, doing everything she can to get them moving while she still can. Within minutes, they are moving, marching sluggishly towards the north gate. Hopefully, to a safer place to sit and wait. You're not going? So we around the camp while he talks to you, determined to make the most of the time that he can. Why are you still here? Zara and I were sure the other refugees still hiding in the swamps. I volunteered to remain here to aid the stragglers and tell them where to go. Okay. Could you go? Thank you. Okay, just a rune to Amethyst. Just wanted to see what was in your chest. I don't think I got anything for that, but, you know, whatever. Zinser. Survivors at the Shaper camp are a simple lot of lines bred for hard labor and little speech. They are watched over by this man. He isn't a Shaper, just one of the many outsiders the Shapers trust to look after creations. And in this case, keep them fed, clothed, clean, and on time for work. When he sees you, he turns from dishing up stew for a few tired serviles and muting the laptop because people are talking on Skype. Shh, go away. A few tired serviles from the wall building crew and says, "Ah, good, help at last. I am Servile Keeper Zinser. I'm glad you finally made it out here to talk to me. You need help, I guess. You look after the serviles? That's my task, and I'm proud of it. Serviles here have had a difficult time. They need someone to aid them. Really need it. It's a shame. Why do they have such a difficult time? The rogues and the terror and the sickness that comes from being in the swamp. We've all been affected by it, but the serviles more than most. What do you think is a shame? Serviles here are simple in mind. The Shapers have made them that way. They are always afraid, and they're mostly helpless. It is not one for me to judge or advise the Shapers, but I do wish they didn't make their creations so weak. What do the serviles need? Cook their food, tend their injuries, reassure them when they're scared, which is very often. Serviles are terrified of rogues, and the swamps are full of them. Oh wait, I wasn't done with you. You need help? Yes, I've asked for Shaper attention, but there are few Shapers and much to do. A few days ago, I had a crew of serviles outside maintaining the wall I went back into the fort for food. When I came out, all 8 of them were gone. First, I thought there had been a fight, but there was no sign of it. No bodies, no blood. The earth wasn't torn up. I know that you were going to be exploring the Finns. If you can find my serviles, please bring them back. I'm worried. Sick. Do you have any idea where they might be? No idea. I'm not a soldier. Wandering these swamps looking for them would be suicide. Alright. I haven't been in this